Nunez pushes for Napoli move despite Liverpool rejecting their latest bid. Liverpool striker Darwin Nunez wants to make the move to Napoli happen this summer, despite the latest bid being rejected. The Serie A giants submitted a formal bid to Liverpool worth €50 million, plus €5 million in bonuses this week, which was reportedly quickly rejected by the Reds, who see the Uruguayan as much more valuable despite his inconsistencies. Liverpool signed the 26-year-old for around £85 million and are looking to recoup some of that cash to reinvest elsewhere, whilst the summer transfer window remains open. Now, according to transfer guru Fabrizio Romano, the striker is hoping for a move to Italy and is giving Napoli priority over every other club. After selling Osimhen, Napoli are set for new round of talks for Darwin Nunez, as Uruguayan striker remains the main dream target. As revealed 2 weeks ago, Darwin wants Napoli and he's open to the move. Understand he's giving total priority to Napoli at this stage. As per Corriere dello Sport, the Reds would be willing to sell Nunez for around £70 million, which may be a push for Napoli, considering how he scored just 7 goals in 47 appearances for the club last season. There is a high chance that if Liverpool will not budge from their price tag, that Nunez will stay at the side heading into the new season, which would not be ideal for manager Arne Slot. The club have already signed Jeremy Frimpong, Florian Wirtz and Milos Kerkez, but now must sell players in order to buy, which includes not only Nunez, but the likes of Luis Diaz, Joe Gomez and Andrew Robertson, who are reportedly free to be sold. Ethan Nwaneri to Chelsea transfer claim made as Arsenal stands clear. Chelsea are among the clubs interested in signing Arsenal youngster Ethan Nwaneri, who impressed last season, but Martin Keown is convinced he will stay at the Emirates Stadium. Young Arsenal talent Ethan Nwaneri. Martin Keown has dismissed speculation that Ethan Nwaneri might switch Arsenal for Chelsea, emphasizing there's no doubt he'll stay in North London. The young talent, who is the Premier League's youngest ever player, had a standout season last campaign, but questions linger as his contract enters its final year, amid Arsenal's ongoing hunt for fresh attacking options. Other clubs, including Chelsea, are reportedly sniffing around to see if they can make a swoop for the teenager. Chelsea made an inquiry when the two clubs discussed a move for Noni Madueke, but Keown is confident that Gunners boss Mikel Arteta is closely monitoring Nwaneri's development and will afford him chances when the time is right. Reflecting on how Arteta managed the workload of Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli, Keown believes the same measured approach is being taken with Nwaneri. Speaking to TalkSport, Keown said, "I take you back to the FA Cup final that Arteta won, in that game who sat on the bench and didn't come on? Saka. That looked painful. Martinelli, a lot of people were crying out for him to make a start, but Arteta does it when he thinks it's right. I think Nwaneri is on the same path. He is a wonderful talent. He's being protected by Arteta. It's not to do with ability, he will get his chance. Okay, maybe it's a bartering situation for the contract, but I've met the family, the father, very calm, lovely family. He's an intelligent boy. He will eventually sign for Arsenal, there is no doubt about it. I just think he wants to make sure he plays football, and that is healthy. He's doing it for the right reasons, this young man. I believe he is going to be a superstar at Arsenal." After Miles Lewis-Skelly signed a new long-term deal with Arsenal last month, many supporters will be hoping Nwaneri follows suit in the coming weeks. Arteta's thoughts on the 18-year-old are clear, though, with the Spaniard a big fan of the Englishman's ability. Nwaneri, 17 years old, he takes the ball. The first one is an action like this. He runs past 2-3 players and wants to take a shot, Arteta said in September last year. I just love it. You want to play here? You want to be at that level? You need to play with that courage. Marcus Rashford trains alone after returning to Man Utd for pre-season, despite being given extra time off by Ruben Amorim to find new club. Marcus Rashford has returned to Manchester United training, despite the club giving him time off to seek a transfer. Rashford reports back to United, had been granted permission to look for movies, did not take part in full training. What happened? Per The Athletic, Rashford has reported back to United training, despite being granted permission to seek a move away from the club. He was not involved in team training, instead working on an individual program for his fitness, and he has also been stripped of his No.10 shirt, with that being awarded to Matheus Cunha, their marquee summer signing from Wolves. The bigger picture. Rashford has formally asked to leave, as have Antony, Alejandro Garnacho, Jadon Sancho, and Terrell Malaysia, and has been linked with a potential move to Barcelona, although that may take the form of a loan instead of a permanent transfer. Did you know? Rashford has made 426 appearances for United in total, scoring 138 goals and registering 77 assists. He is undoubtedly one of United's most successful academy players of the modern era, regardless of whether he leaves the club this summer or not. What next? The ex-England forward will continue to seek a move this summer as the transfer window rolls on. United play Leeds in a pre-season friendly on July 19th. Marcus Rashford's freshman UTD humiliation as brutal Ruben Amorim decision confirmed. Marcus Rashford hasn't returned to preseason training with Manchester United after being granted permission to explore a transfer, but if he does return, he'll be wearing a new shirt. Marcus Rashford hasn't returned to preseason training with Manchester United after being granted permission to explore a transfer, but if he does return, he'll be wearing a new shirt number. Marcus Rashford is no longer Manchester United's No.10. Manchester United have confirmed that new signing Matheus Cunha has taken Marcus Rashford's No.10 shirt. Brazilian forward Cunha joined the Red Devils from Wolves in a £62.5 million transfer deal on June 1st. The 26-year-old met up with his new teammates for the first time on Monday as United began preseason training. Cunha was seen wearing the No.10 on his training gear as he starts life under Ruben Amorim. Reports emerged last week claiming that Rashford would be losing the number which he's worn since 2018. It was also revealed how United have allowed the England international to delay his return to training alongside 4 teammates. Rashford, Antony, Jadon Sancho, Terrell Malaysia, and Alejandro Garnacho have all been given additional time to explore a move away before the summer transfer window closes on September 1st. Barcelona are the favorites to sign Rashford, who the Red Devils have slapped a £40 million price tag on the same amount which Aston Villa passed up on following his loan spell. Barca would prefer a loan deal, however, as they're struggling to register players with La Liga amid their well-documented financial woes. The Spanish champions missed out on the £58 million signing of Nico Williams, as they couldn't guarantee the athletic Bilbao winger that they'd be able to register him. It's been suggested that the United Wanaway would be willing to take a significant pay cut on his £325,000 a week salary to join Flick's domestic treble winners. Recently, Rashford was asked by Spanish YouTube channel Xbuyer whether he'd like to play alongside Barcelona wonderkid Lamine Yamal in the future. "Yeah, sure," he replied. "Everybody in the world wants to play with the best, so hopefully we'll see." Rashford also compared himself to ex-Barca striker Thierry Henry, adding, "I see myself reflected in Henry. He's comfortable playing on the left and also in the middle. He's a free player. As I've developed, the number 9 position has become more comfortable, more natural. Things like playing with my back to goal are becoming easier for me. You're always in front of goal and always dangerous." Florian Wirtz's first conversation after Bayer Leverkusen transfer shows Liverpool star's true determination. Florian Wirtz demonstrated his intention to reach the pinnacle of football long before joining Liverpool, with his first chat after signing for Bayer Leverkusen saying it all. Florian Wirtz made his position perfectly clear. Florian Wirtz has always had his sights set on becoming world-class. The 22-year-old talent, who completed his record-breaking £116 million move to Liverpool from Bayer Leverkusen last month, had previously spent a decade honing his skills at Cologne's academy before making the switch to their German rivals in 2020. Tim Steidten, the man responsible for bringing Wirtz to Leverkusen and former technical director at West Ham, alongside Simon Rolfs, their managing director of sport, were instrumental in signing the then-teenager. Recounting their initial meeting on Sky Sports Germany, Steidten shared the moment he realized Wirtz's lofty ambitions. "Many people ask me whether he will be able to establish himself at Liverpool," he said. "For me, that is beyond question. My answer is always clear. Yes, I remember our first conversation with him in Simon Rolf's office very well. His parents were there too. Simon asked him, 'Where do you want to go? What do you want to achieve?' And Florian replied, 'I want to become the best player in the world.'" During his 5-year stint with Leverkusen, Wirtz proved his mettle as one of the world's finest players, justifying the hefty sum the Premier League champions shelled out for him. Tim Steidten worked alongside Simon Rolfs to sign Florian Wirtz for Bayer Leverkusen. After arriving for his first day of preseason training on Tuesday, amid the somber backdrop of Diogo Jota and his brother Andre Silva's sad passing, Wirtz and his teammates will certainly be determined to honor the legacy of their number 20 with a triumphant season ahead. Speaking after becoming Liverpool's record signing, the German international expressed grand aspirations. "I would like to win everything every year. In the end, we want to be successful. Last season, they won the Premier League, so my goal is for sure to win it again and also to go further in the Champions League. I'm really ambitious." Wirtz described his move to Liverpool as the vital next step in his progression, confessing, "I'm really excited to have a new adventure in front of me. This was also a big point of my thoughts." The 22-year-old has lofty ambitions for his Liverpool career. "I want to have something completely new, to go out of the Bundesliga and to join the Premier League. I will see how I can perform there. I hope I can do my best. I just thought that it was the right point in my career to make the next step. And of course, I wanted to get to a club that is from the top 3 in the world. In my opinion, Liverpool is one of them. I just saw myself in the best hands in Liverpool. I was really convinced by the people here, by the idea, and everything what the club offers me was really good." He's expected to make his debut in the club's opening preseason match against Preston North End on Sunday, which is scheduled to be televised on ITV, pending confirmation of the fixture going ahead after the recent passing of Jota and his brother. Nunez stuck as Liverpool reject Napoli €55 million offer. Napoli's first bid worth €55 million, pound 47 million/$64 million for Liverpool forward. Darwin Nunez has been reportedly rejected by Premier League champions, Liverpool. SoftFootball's intel confirmed that Napoli's offer was way below the Reds' valuation of the striker. Antonio Conte looks to bolster his Serie A winning squad as the Italian champions are considering the Uruguayan as a priority transfer target among all their options after a meeting between club owner Aurelio De Laurentiis and the player's agent Fali Ramadani. However, they seem to be facing a strong Liverpool resistance at first approach. According to transfer guru Fabrizio Romano, the 20 times Premier League title holders want more than the offered amount. He said in his video on YouTube, €50 million was never going to be enough for Liverpool, despite the reports we had in the recent hours, Romano asserted. Napoli know with that kind of money, Liverpool will never accept a proposal for Darwin Nunez. But in the next days, weeks, Napoli are expected to try again for Darwin. He remains their top target. I told you everything about this story, how Nunez opened the door to Napoli 2 weeks ago, how Napoli started negotiation with a mission more than 10 days ago. Napoli remained focused on this Darwin Nunez deal. The Italian transfer guru finished off saying, Napoli is believed to have convinced Nunez with an annual salary of between €5 million and €6 million, even though it will cost them double of what one of their target, Udinese striker, Lorenzo Luca would go for. Nunez will be a good addition to the Lukaku and Raspadori striker partnership in Naples. The Conte-led team have decided to let talisman Victor Osimhen leave the club this summer and are looking to add new attackers in the fold for next season. Napoli have decided that they will not consider Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen for the 2025-2026 season, as the Serie A champions are finalizing a deal for a new attacker. It was reported earlier that the GLI Azzurri ordered Victor Osimhen to resume for pre-season, but also informed the striker that he will only train with the youth team till his future is sorted. The striker's release clause is €85 million. Napoli are, however, not waiting for Osimhen to be sold, as they have agreed to buy Noah Lang from PSV for €28 million fee plus sell-on clause.